We all want to change. We all want to improve ourselves, to become better than who we were yesterday. But despite wanting it so badly, many of us feel stuck. We try to improve, we try to update ourselves, yet something keeps pulling us back. We know what we want, but we don't exactly understand what is stopping us. I promise you, by the end of this video, something will shift in you. And that shift will support the change you are seeking. I know this because I am a counseling psychologist. So let's get started. So, a person has shared their uneasiness with me. Why do I feel like I want to change my old self? Make my old self vanish and come up with a completely new personality. And I have written a blog on my website expressuneasiness.com, and we are just going to read. And before that, I just want you to understand the gravity of this expression. Like, make my old self vanish. The old self, which was the starting point, the person want it to completely be vanished, completely to be disappeared, like it never existed, and come up with a completely new personality. This is uneasy emotion being expressed. So let's read what I have written. I hear you and I can understand this urge to erase and restart. Change is something we all want, especially in a world that is moving at such a fast pace. The desire to change faster feels almost compulsory. It can feel like the current version of you is outdated software in the world demanding constant updates. And yes, that is happening. The world is changing, the world is evolving at such a fast rate that we all are forced to adapt, forced to evolve. So it makes sense that a human feels maybe I need a completely new personality to survive here, because again, the world is changing at such a fast rate that you may feel like I want a new personality. That thought is not wrong, it is human. Why the brain does this? Our brain interprets emotional pain as a threat, so we try to delete the source. The source is your old self, your past self. But here is what I want us to pause, breathe, and understand this. Wanting to grow is healthy, wanting to improve is necessary, but wanting your old self to vanish carries a different weight. When we wish our past self would disappear, we are unknowingly denying our history. We are denying the lived experiences that brought us here. And that denial does not make us lighter, it makes us fragmented. We start living as someone we are not, and slowly we do not even like the version we are becoming. And this happens with a lot of people. They chase success, they get money, they get job and everything. They are successful on paper. But when they ask themselves how they are feeling about it, how they are feeling in general about their life, they go blank. And this happens because you build a personality to help yourself earn the money to get the success. But is that your personality? Does that sync with you? And when it does not sync with you, people always find themselves in blank state. They feel numb about themselves, though they have achieved what they wanted to achieve, but they feel numb. All right, let's read more. Now, how healthy change works. So this is an insight. As a human, as someone who is constantly trying to grow, I relate to this urge. The urge of changing, the urge of improvement, the urge of betterment. Recently, I created the third version of my website. To do this, I did not destroy the entire platform or delete its purpose. I kept the core, the good things, the essence exactly the same. I simply built a better version around it. And I think that's what we also need to do. Instead of erasing our past, instead of erasing everything that we have gone through, we just need to build ourselves better. Okay. That is how healthy change works. Your past self was not useless. Your past self was adaptive. It adapted to survive. It did what it could with the awareness, resources, and emotional capacity it had at that time. And I say this to my clients as well, that your past self did whatever it could to help you survive. You cannot go in the past and change anything. That is the reality. But you need to understand this thing, that whatever happened, whatever you did your best. Considering the limited awareness, the limited resources, the limited emotional capacities, and the limited cognitive abilities at that time. Now you can think of a lot of things, you have time to brainstorm, but in that time, in that situation, you did what was best for you. And how do you know that was best for you? Because your brain works like that. It wants to help you survive, and it found the best thing at that time, in that limited resources, limited emotional capacity, awareness. It did whatever it could find the best. So it did its part. Now we can improve on that. So, yes. And we need to understand this thing, that because of that version, you are breathing today, you are reflecting today, and you are evolving today. So we have to be little grateful for our past self. Because of that, only we are able to be here and you are listening to me. Or you are reading to this. Same. Alright, so there is a script for self compassion. If you are feeling the uneasiness of wanting to run away from your past self, I invite you to try an empathetic internal dialogue. Instead of criticism, offer yourself gratitude to heal your relationship with your past self. And why is that important? That is important because that is you. That was the foundation of you. So consider having this conversation with yourself. I will say, and I want you to reflect on it. I want you to hear this thing. Dear old me, I know I have been trying to push you away. I thought if I erase you, I would finally be good. But today, I acknowledge that you are the reason I'm still here. I will not delete you. Thank you for keeping me alive, for bringing me here. I promise I will not abandon you anymore. I will learn from you, walk with you, and build something better. Dear self, can you forgive me? And this is very important, very important. And do have this conversation. Dear self, can you forgive me? Do ask for forgiveness and do compensate as well. Because your past self did whatever it could to help you survive, and you are here and you have the chance to better it. So should you. Wanting to improve and adapt to this changing world is understandable and necessary. However, the healthiest way to do this is not by being against yourself, but by being with yourself. You have to be with yourself if you want to improve, if you want to get better. Embrace the past, join hands with the present, walk consciously towards a better future. So, without embracing your past, without embracing your history, it will be very difficult for you to survive in the present. And join hand with the present, like let your past self join hands with the present and help you look forward to the future. So here's the path forward. Sorting through the layers of who you were and who you are becoming is delicate work. It is heavy to carry the old you in one hand and the becoming you in the other, trying to find balance without dropping yourself in the process. Sometimes we need a safe space to unpack these layers, a space to understand what to keep, what to strengthen, and what to gently let go of. And of course, how to let go as well. As a psychologist, this is the work I do with people. I help them grow without erasing themselves. I help them evolve without losing their sense of self. And as I said, a lot of people do that. A lot of people try to be someone who is very successful, and they also achieve that. They achieve success, they earn money that they once desired, but they lose a sense of self. They feel numb and they question, why am I feeling numb? I did, I achieved, I have money, I have house, I have car, and all the things that they desired, but then why am I not happy with myself? That is because you have to embrace yourself. You have to embrace your past because that is your foundation. And yes, your foundation can be improved. But first, we need to embrace it. We have to accept it. So, if this resonates with you, you can have a one-on-one counseling conversation to work through this transition with me. Not to create a fake personality, but to help you become a better version of yourself that actually feels like you. So I'm just a hi away. This is my email ID where you can message me and you can inquire about counseling session. And what I want you to take away from this video is your past self did what it could, and now your present self has the opportunity to get it better and to make it better for the future self to look back. Okay, I wish you all the very best and be gentle on yourself. All right, I was Anmol, your psychologist, ambidextrous Anmol. Bye, take care.